Hello students of standard SYGC. Come to the English class. This is your Pooja teacher and today we begin with 1.18 Voyaging Towards Excellence. On your screen you could see some icebreakers. So students, here we take a start with those icebreakers. There are different ways to travel from one place to another for different purposes. Discuss with your partner and match the words given in the table A with their meaning in table B. So students, in the given table you could see two columns, A column and B column. A column there are some names, different ways of traveling from one place to another. There are ways given in A column. Moreover, in column B, you could see their meanings. Now, something that you have to do is you have to match up these ways to their meaning. So then you will get complete idea about that way of traveling. So as we are taking a start with 1.8 Voyaging Towards Excellence, the first question that is on your screen, which is asked to you in the icebreaker. Here we begin. So students, in column A, you have cruise, expedition, camp, trip, excursion, picnic, voyage. So these are the different ways of traveling what a person uses, or when he travel, he make use of such words. Now what do they mean by? So A, cruise. Students, cruise is a journey on a boat or ship to a different places. So that is option 7. Expedition. What is expedition? Expedition is a journey especially by a group of people for a specific purpose. So option C, 6. Option 6. Camp. What is camp? A short journey to a place with a particular purpose. So that is option 4. Next, trip. Trip is a place usually away from urban areas where tents are erected for shelter. So we call it trip. Next, excursion. Excursion is a brief pleasure outdoor visit. Most probably educational visit, historical visit, scientific visit. So such visits conducted by the schools, they are said to be excursions. Yes, sometimes with the college students also. So generally we call it educational excursion. Next is picnic. Students, as you all know, yes, a picnic, a short visit to an outdoor place where people celebrate, enjoy and eat meals. So that is option 2. Picnic, answer is option 2, a short visit. And the last one on your screen, voyage. Yes. So voyage is a long journey on a ship. So that is option 1. So students, here we have completed with this match. And now discuss the following with your partner and complete the verb. Qualities required for excellence. What are the qualities required for excellence? Come on. You all have done very good in mind mapping. So even this can be a mind mapping type question having only first step. So yes, vision and hard work is already given to you. So you can say that yes, if I want to achieve excellence in my life, I would definitely need a lot of intelligence, then determination. So first students will pay attention to yes, intelligence, determination, then mastery over the subject. I will also require passion, perseverance, that is hard work with efforts. Not only hard work, but with right efforts. So that is perseverance and dedication. So here I give you the qualities required for excellence. Again, I repeat the answer. Vision, hard work, intelligence, determination, mastery, passion, perseverance and dedication. Now we move ahead and you could see the writer of this text on your screen, Sir Achyut Godbole, born 1950. And then we'll read what is this text about, introduction of the text. But before I give you the introduction of the text, let us get introduced to the writer Achyut Godbole. Students, Achyut Godbole, born in 1950 and still he is a living personality, is well known for his writings in Marathi and English. He is a prolific writer in various genres and has produced numerous original work as well as adaptation of works from other languages into Marathi. His writing style is informative and yet very informal. He became a chemical engineer from IIT Mumbai in 1972 and headed top management positions in companies for great repute. So this is what his career qualification is, and he has done remarkably well. Proceed. This autobiographical sketch penned by Achyut Godbole depicts his journey from a middle-class schoolboy to a famous writer. He was a successful general manager of Patni Computer Systems. He headed many other reputed companies and later became a famous writer. The present write-up discusses his quest for excellence, how he developed a thirst for knowledge. He discusses at length the ingredients essential of success and the ways to achieve it. So students, this text is going to be very effective as far as your learning purposes are concerned, because this text will show you the ways towards achieving excellence. And Sir Achyut Godbole will help us out to find out the right ways one should follow his career orientation is concerned. So students, let us see what is this text about. Yes, Voyaging Towards Excellence by Achyut Godbole is an autobiography that depicts the author's journey from being a school-going boy of a middle-class family to becoming a renowned author. In this write-up, he talks about his search for excellence. Students, please take note. Some people, they search for success. And some people, they run for excellence. They try their level best to get the excellence. Because once you get excellence, automatically success will follow the excellence. Yes. How he sought knowledge, the essential inputs for success and ways to achieve success. So students, what are the ways, what are the inputs for success? And to achieve success is not that easy. Before you reach the pinnacle of success, you should achieve the excellence. Then only you can say that yes, my success is complete. Students, here when I went through this text, I got to know that Sir Achyut Godbole is very simple, humble, a very modest man. You can say that grounded one. And he confessed in this text what his weaknesses were. Students, many times we hide our weaknesses. We don't want to expose what we don't know. Moreover, we are always running behind that, yes, something that I know, I want to show it to the world. But students, please take note, if you will keep on hiding your weaknesses, you will not come out with the solution. So once you get friendly with your weaknesses, then you can make your weaknesses as your strength. Please take note. As I proceed with the text, this particular text, you will find that simple English language, very, very understandable English language written by Sir Achyut Godbole, and you will follow it very quickly. So students, here we take a start with voyaging towards excellence. Yes. I had a very simple upbringing. We were a lower middle class family. Here, in the first line, the writer, Sir Achyut Godbole, is giving his introduction to us. I had a very simple upbringing. We were a lower middle class family. Our 300 square feet house did not even have basic amenities such as a fan, a refrigerator, a geyser, a dining table, or a gas stove. Leave alone an air conditioner or a car. It was only when I entered the college that I got a watch and we got a dining table and a gas stove at home. Nevertheless, culturally, I had a rich childhood. Poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar and Vasant Bapat used to visit our home for hours. I could listen to the discussions about poetry and literature, Marathi and English. They used to talk about Keshav Soot, then Mardhekar, Shakespeare, Charles Dickinson and Thomas Hardy. I did not fully understand their discussions in depth, but I was immensely impressed. We also were lucky to have Pandit Kumar Gandharva, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, and Pandit Jasraj visit our place and talk about Indian music till late night or sometimes dawn. This is how and why I developed my interest in literature and music during my school days. I did not and even today don't understand the grammar of music, but I began to love it tremendously since then. Students, please take note the names mentioned in this particular paragraph in italic. These names of the great poets, of the great writers. Yes, of course, you must have heard some names, but these people are the well-known personalities in the field of literature and in the field of music. Okay. Here we proceed further. Most of the times the topics of discussion at our home were about music, literature, paintings, sculptures, etc. I could listen to the discussions about Van Gogh, Mozart and Michelangelo, etc. So students, please take note. Again, these are two popular names, famous names in the world of music. That is Van Gogh, Mozart and Michelangelo. Students, you can just Google this name and find out its entity. How much famous these people are and their contribution to the music. It was because of such a melee around me that I had a firm belief, which I still hold, that all arts are equally, if not more. Students, see the word meaning of melee. Melee, that is setting or social environment. So since childhood, Achyut Godbole, he got a very healthy environment and therefore he could set his goals of becoming something in his life. Okay, so you could see that since childhood, though he was not from a well-to-do family, but a literate family, a cultured family. Achyut Godbole had a very nourished, enriched childhood. And that was only because of the environment provided to him in the house since the childhood. So everything that he heard, everything that he did was appreciated and was very much accepted by his family people. So the boy nurtured himself, and so he was of a firm belief. What is that firm belief? Yes, I had a firm belief which I still hold, that all arts are equally, if not more important in our lives than science or technology. Yes, students, very true. These days, generally people, they just go behind science, technology. I want to become doctor, engineer. I want to become a scientist. So all big aims, high aims. At the same time, here the writer is saying that you should not distract your attention from the literature part, from the music, from the art side. That is equally important for the life, and you can do very well in such fields also as far as your career is concerned. So, I had learned from my childhood that money does not mean everything in life. Students, I want you to underline this statement. Please take note. Money does not mean everything in life. It is necessary. Yes, money is necessary, but not that important. But if at all there is something which enriches our lives and puts meaning to our existence, it is the arts, music, and literature. So in this paragraph, we get to know that in true sense, Achyut Godbole is an art lover. He is very much fond of music and he is a good reader. He loved to read the books, maybe in English, Hindi, Marathi. So he was a good reader. Further we proceed. This is not to say that I did not like science or mathematics. In fact, I loved these subjects. However, I did not study them only for scoring maximum marks in the examinations. I used to study these subjects, or any subject for that matter, for its inherent beauty. Yes, students, many times we study the subjects because it is a subject. You get the knowledge of that particular subject, you study it by heart, you appear the exam, pour out your knowledge about that subject in the paper, you get the marks and you get through it. So the task is over. But students, please take note, there are some students, they always search inherent beauty of that subject. Okay, so Achyut Godbole is the personality of that character, of such thinking, that what is the inherent beauty of that subject? Means finding the core, the interior of that subject, trying to get into the depth of that subject. I found Newton's law of motion beautiful and Pythagorean theorem elegant. Can you ever say these words for Newton's law or Pythagorean theorem as elegant or most beautiful? But see students, here the writer is using these beautiful words for these beautiful subjects. I can say so-called beautiful subjects or topics. Okay, let's move ahead. I loved solving problems of physics and mathematics of the standard 9th. When I was in 7th, not to show off, but just because I used to get involved in solving them. So some students, they get into mathematics, they love solving the mathematics problems, equations, not only because they want to study about it, but just they get involved in it. Okay, and it become like a puzzle for them. And to coming out of a puzzle is their passion. So the writer Achyut Godbole is of same type. Ahead. Okay. Obviously म्हणजे जाहीरपणे, these problems were not a part of the curriculum, means the entire syllabus. But I enjoyed the whole process. This attitude of looking beyond marks or examinations and to seek joy in solving any challenging problem helped me to develop a problem-solving attitude which came handy when I appeared for my IIT entrance, that is JEE, because this exam is completely based on your problem solving ability and the ability to think not only logically but quickly and rapidly. Yes, students, many times during the exam time we could see that the students are struggling to write the answer. They are struggling to solve the mathematical equations, or they are struggling hard to get the answer of any question, any subject as such. Students, please take note, directly, indirectly, you are learning to struggle for your life. Okay, so this problem solving attitude is very much applicable to your life because it helps you. It helps your intelligence, it enhances your intelligence level towards problem solving attitude. Okay, I scored 100 marks in mathematics in almost all the examinations that I appeared for from my first standard until IIT. Now students, when it came to Achyut Godbole to appear IIT exam, he found those exams very much tough, challenging. And then he thought about that, yes, since childhood he was very much used to deal with challenging questions. Okay, and these challenging questions helped him to become a person having a problem solving attitude. Very few people in the world around have this quality of problem solving. Generally, students, when a problem arises, we get confused itself. Very few people are there that instead of sitting and crying in one corner, they will go and find out the means out, ways out to come out of that problem. So that is problem solving attitude. So this particular quality of his intelligence helped him in his IIT exams. Fine. How much did he score? He scored 100 marks in mathematics and almost all the examinations that I appeared from first standard until IIT. Barring only a few times, I stood 16th in the SSC board at that time. In this examination was for the whole of Maharashtra, including Nagpur. And I stood first in the university in all subjects put together. Those days, you could get an admission into IIT without an entrance test, that is JEE. So, in those days, the admissions were easily available. But these days, getting admission has become a very big task. You have to get through the entrance exams, and these entrance exams, for example, JEE and all that, these exams are very challenging. Okay. If you had secured the first rank in the university, okay. Therefore, I did not have to appear for this entrance test to get the examination into IIT. But nobody in Solapur told me about it. For I doubt if anybody in Solapur even knew about this rule. Therefore, I appeared for the entrance examination and I secured a very good rank in the same. So finally, in this paragraph, we get to know that the writer is getting through the examination successfully. Because students, in those days, many people were not having much more information about the exam patterns and about the prerequisites of the exams before and after. Because lack of knowledge, lack of information. But these days, you can see that yes, the informative channels are just flooded with news and knowledgeable assistance. Fine. I was quite happy getting into IIT. But my joy was short-lived. At Solapur, I had not seen any building which was more than 3-storied. Mumbai, however, was full of skyscrapers. Have you seen skyscrapers? Yes, multi-storied building. You can say that 15th floor, 16th floor, 25th floor, 35th floor. So those buildings are called as skyscrapers. Okay. So in Solapur, he had witnessed only 3-storied buildings, but when he came to Mumbai, he saw the skyscrapers for the first time. At IIT, most of the students and professors used to converse in English, whereas my language was very poor. Students, please take note. As far as English language is concerned, it is It is an impression, okay, that if a person is well versed in English, means he is highly qualified and he can achieve anything in his life. Yes, student, to some extent it is true. I will not deny that. But it is not everything that matters. If you feel that you are poor in English, you have to develop English speaking. Yes, and the sources are available. Like you can join an English speaking class. You can read and read the English contents more and more loudly, clearly, the way I am doing right now. Okay, so close the door, get into the room, close the door, open the book and read the English contents. I'm not saying English text, English content, any English material. Just read it at the top of your voice. And slowly, slowly, students, that particular language will become your friend. Now, when Achyut he came to Mumbai, he found that he was very poor in English vocabulary. He was not able to communicate with the students in Mumbai. So what? I had my entire education in Marathi. Yes. So students, to my knowledge, many students, those who have completed their education in vernacular mediums, they do have this inferior complex. And this inferior complex is only because of the fear in their mind. Fear about speaking in English. Fine. Continue. My spoken English was quite pathetic. Pathetic means one could say sorry for my English. Such a poor English Achyut Godbole used to speak. Not only did I have a very weak vocabulary, but my pronunciation also was terrible and my construction of English sentences very awkward to say the least. Yeah, so this was the pathetic condition of Achyut's performance in English. Due to all this, I was feeling quite lonely and terrified in Mumbai, in general and IIT in particular. I had developed an inferiority complex. Yes, means something that is very sophisticated or arrogant complex and wanted to run away from IIT and even Mumbai. So students, many times, many people, they come across this inferior complex that they feel that, my God, I'm good for nothing. I don't know to speak in English, so I'm good for nothing. But that is not the case. So students, till now, we have completed the first paragraph, and what the first passage is telling us about, that yes, in this something till where we have reached. Yes, of course, something that we have reached till now, we got to know that the writer developed a problem solving attitude. Why? Because he wanted to look beyond marks or examination. Okay, and he sought joy in solving any challenging problem. So these are the two reasons why the writer developed a problem solving attitude. Moreover, students, this particular problem solving attitude came in his way when he appeared for his IIT entrance that we have done. Yes, and because the exam was completely based on one's problem solving ability and the ability to think logically, quickly and rapidly. So till now we'll get to know through these readings that what is the achievement of uh, Sir Achyut Godbole. Moreover, students, what we have learned from something that I have read till now. When the writer came to Solapur, he got to know his capacity and his happiness of getting admission in IIT was short-lived. What happened all of a sudden, students? He got a job in IIT. Yes, everything was there available, getting into IIT. But that happiness was short-lived. Why? Students, as the writer was quite happy when he got admission into IIT Mumbai, once there he observed that most of the students and professor used to speak in English, whereas the writer's English was very poor, as we have discussed right now. As a result, he soon started feeling lonely and terrified. Please take note. In Mumbai and at IIT because of his language barrier. So many times students' language becomes the problem in conversation. And it stand before us like a barrier. Thus the writer's joy was short-lived. And now students, we move ahead. One day, I was sitting at my mess table in the hostel sipping tea when a senior guy came and sat on the chair adjacent to me. Now students, please take note. When the students, they migrate from their natives to the cities, of course, they seek for their accommodation in the boardings and they seek for the lodging facility. That is boarding and lodging. In this boarding and lodging facility, the students, they have to attend the mess. Mess, that is where food is served. Okay. So this is mess table is a food served table. So he's sitting in the canteen of his boarding school, of his boarding hostel. Sorry. So as he was sipping tea, and all of a sudden somebody came and he just sat next to him, adjacent to him. Then he was a convent educated guy with fairly sophisticated English, at least spoken or colloquial English. So he was very much good at English speaking. His English was very much rich, polished language, and or colloquial language, you can say. He was a bit arrogant and wanted to pull my leg. He tried to engage in some conversation with me and started pointing out errors in just about every sentence or everything that I said. So much embarrassing. After about 5 minutes, he walked away after insulting me. So that was the worst experience Sir Achyut Godbole had ever in his life, when he got to know that his English is very poor. I felt extremely humiliated and upset. As it is, I was feeling quite depressed and diffident. Diffident means lacking confidence. And this incident was the last straw. I was almost broken. Yes, students, some incidents in our life are life-changing incidents. Okay, we'll never forget that incident, because that time we feel heartbreak. And this heartbreaks incident are fixed in our mind forever and ever. I felt out of place there and literally wanted to run away to Solapur that very moment. However, it was only my self-esteem which stopped me. Suddenly a feeling of determination and strength came over me and gripped me, caught me. Despite hailing from Solapur, if I could be a rank holder in the school, college and IIT with many awards in mathematics, there must be something right with me. Students, please take note. This line shows that, again, after a great insult from that arrogant guy, the writer is making himself very much determined with his willpower. He is accepting that he is not good at English, but at the same time he is paying attention to his positive aspects, what good qualities are in him. Then you get to know that yes, he is the award winner in mathematics. So need not run away to Solapur all the way only because of this one guy. Students, this particular statements are very much applicable in our life. Sometimes we change our mind because somebody is saying something to us. Okay, so that one person is not the whole world. Take note of it. Okay, and we should not change our decisions. We should not change our directions. Something that you feel is right for you means that is right for you. Just make it a point. Okay, don't give up immediately. Now proceed. Now the thought is coming to the writer's mind, why should I give up? And that too for a silly and small thing like English? I was not to give up anymore. I was determined to fight back. This quality is very important in life. Determined to fight back. As I climbed the stairs of my hostel room, my plan was ready in my mind. Normally, most of us who are educated in vernacular languages such as Marathi think in Marathi before speaking in English, translate it in English, and then somehow try to speak out this translated English sentences in an extremely awkward fashion. This is a very genuine problem what the students they come across, especially those who are from Marathi medium, that they go for the exact translation and then they present the translation in a very awkward manner and there they make a mistake. Okay, next. Writer had decided that I would do nothing of this sort. I wanted to achieve excellence. Please mark this word, excellence. This urge to excel in anything that you try to do has been with me since the childhood. Yes. Whether I would succeed in this or not, I always set my aims high. Underline this line. I always set my aims high. Don't know whether you will get 80% or not in 12th standard, but at least you aim for 80%. Yeah, you may reach up to 70%. Challenge. Mark my words. Yeah, keep your finger crossed and mark my words. So it is said that always set high aims in your life. So he decided to keep high aims. In that case too, I wanted to speak excellent, elegant and fluent English. The first thing I did was to start reading English newspapers and English novels. Yes, in the beginning of the text, I insisted you that please give much more weightage for English reading. That will help you to speak in English. This is my personal experience as well. Okay, again back to the text. I studied etymology and phonetics. Yes, I studied etymology and phonetics and studied the roots words and how to pronounce them. Very important, students, when you're working on the basic fundas of the language. That is phonetics, means relating to speech, sound, study of correct pronunciations and all that. And etymology, that is something learning the gist of the language. What is etymology? Any thought is coming to your mind? Etymology, that is to study the origin of words and their roots. Yes, as I explained. Okay. I used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking, realizing my mistakes and correcting them myself all the time and improvising and improving day by day. So students, please take note. Your hard efforts will always lead you to success, but provided you work for the same. Proceed. It took about 9 to 10 months, by which time I started feeling quite confident about speaking in English at length with everybody or with anybody. My fear had vanished. Students, this is the problem. Fear is the problem. And once you overcome the fear, then everything is possible for you. So my fear had vanished and I started feeling at home in my hostel. So now here we get to know that in the period of 9th and 10th months, the writer, he achieved a good command over the language English and he started conversing with the people around him with no problem at all. But for that, he took initiatives. He took the needed efforts. It is not just the simple way to get it done. Please take note of this also. Okay. In my future career, out of 32 years in information technology field, I was a chief executive or managing director or head of software company with thousands of software engineers worldwide. Yes, students, so here we get to know that Sir Achyut Godbole is a very celebrity personality. He's very much expert, highly intellectual, and do have a responsible position in the world of technology. And when I said that he is having a responsible position, the chairperson's position, working as an chief executive or managing director, moreover dealing with thousands and thousands of software engineers at worldwide level. Under such circumstances, confidence is the need, and confidence is, if supported with English language, then sky is the limit for you. During that period, I had to give several presentations or negotiate many contracts. Negotiate means to argue with many ups and downs and to make the thing done, something like that. Okay, so negotiate many contracts with the CEOs, directors, and VPs, that is very important persons in the US, UK, or Australia. I was absolutely at ease at that time. It is only due to the efforts at IIT that I could sign contracts worth millions of dollars worldwide and also run large global software companies. At IIT, I got fairly good marks in my first 2 years. However, a very important thing happened while I was in my third year. I came in contact with about 15 to 20 extremely brilliant students, researchers, professors after IIT, TIFR and BARC. Students, please find out the full forms of this abbreviations. They included top-ranking students from IIT, visiting professors in American universities and very renowned mathematicians in the world, and so on. I was instantaneously means happening very quickly, attracted to this group. This friendship had a lasting impact on my life. Until that time, I used to consider myself somewhat intelligent. However, after I met my friends in our group, I came to know what real brilliance means and I realized where I stood. Yes. I was actually also very lucky that I came in contact with great people on the global scale early in my life. So students, going and dealing with the job opportunities at the worldwide level is truly very much challenging. So as you go higher, you meet the people of higher level and your lifestyle also changes. Your thinking pattern also changes when you get when you hang around with such people. Okay, so these were the changes in the writer's life. I was actually also very lucky that he came in contact with great people on the global scale in my life. Later in my life, when Mr. Narayan Murthy left Patni to start Infosys, students, Mr. Narayan Murthy, you can just Google this name, and yes, he is the founder of Infosys company, and his wife, Mrs. Sudha Murthy, a very great lady, a good entrepreneurs. These people are the entrepreneurs. You can just read them. Yes, of course, they are the living personalities and they have done marvelous jobs in the world of software engineering. So, I started heading Patni's software divisions occupying the same chair. My head office was in Cambridge, that is in Massachusetts, USA, very near Boston. It was, in fact, the adjacent building to MIT in America. I had to visit the US every few months in those days. I used to visit MIT during lunchtime to meet my friends. There, one could see a couple of Nobel laureates at the dining table. Yes, means he happened to meet a people having achieved the success by getting Nobel laureates, and they were so much close to him. They were sitting on his dining table, at his dining table, so much easy approachable. So that was the beautiful opportunity in the writer's life when he happened to meet these intelligent people, these brilliant people around him. Okay. If you walked for an hour from there, you could reach Harvard Square near Harvard University. I used to visit both of these universities and could talk to a number of Nobel laureates. During this year, I traveled a lot to US, Europe, Japan and Australia and could meet a number of great thinkers and management gurus such as Alvin Toffler's, Peter Drucker's, C.K. Prahlad, Tom Peters, or great technologists such as Vincent Cerf, who designed TCP and IP, which is the basic protocol of internet. All these discussions with this great broadened my horizons. Okay, means it added to his knowledge as well. When he met these people, it added to his knowledge and it broadened his horizons, means his thinking capacities. He's rich, and my aims and worldview became global. Yes. Now here we get to know that the writer started working at the global level. It taught me humility. Humility means to be very modest, humble, polite. It taught me humility and made me realize that I had to achieve a lot in life. The lesson in humility and hard work as well as passion for excellence was going to play a very important and vital role in my life. Coming back to my groups in IIT, my friends were not only more intelligent than me, but they were very well read. They had interest in all the subjects like science, technology, sociology, psychology, economics, philosophy, anthropology. Students, you know what is anthropology? Anthropology is a human science. Okay? For example, social studies and all that. Archaeology, political science, etc. Our group was interested in all these branches apart from all that fine arts such as music, literature and painting. In short, our group was interested in almost anything under the sun. Anything under the sun means everything was in all the fields they were interested to learn about. So this is the quality of the intelligent people, that they want to learn everything that is under the sun, whatever is available on this planet. Students, when you speak about how much knowledge is there on this planet, so the knowledge is to its eternity, infinity. Yeah, this one birth is very less to accommodate the entire knowledge of this world. You have to take many births to assimilate complete knowledge which is under the sun. Okay, and which concerned human life and existence. So students, Achyut Godbole, he met a good people all around him, and it gave him the broad vision of living a life which was full of passion, art, humility and hard work. I was immediately attracted to the group and developed immense and deep interest in all these branches of knowledge. None of these subjects were part of our curriculum at IIT, but again, I never studied for scoring marks in any examination. Here was a sea of knowledge in front of me, which I thought was necessary to pass. The examination of life. Yes, very important. Life is an examination. Life is compared to the examination. So it's an indirect comparison, which was far more important than just passing IIT examination. It is very difficult to become a master or an expert in all these subjects. But it was very important for me to understand at least the basic principles of most of these subjects. Any one of us could easily top the GRE examination and migrate to the USA. Find out the meaning of GRE. However, that thought never even touched our minds. To understand the world and how it works and serving India and her people was far more important to us. Therefore, I plunged into all these branches of knowledge. It was a period of renaissance. That is a period of rebirth. Yes, period of revival, of learning. So it was a period of renaissance for me. We used to discuss about relativity, Big Bang, aesthetics, literature, philosophy, economics and many other subjects every day until late into the nights. So students, please take note, these subjects were the topics of discussion. It is only because of the human curiosity that we have been able to make such a great progress in science and technology and social sciences. I have a number of limitations, but one thing I am proud of is the curiosity, humility, and humanity. So, students, I request you to instill all these three qualities in you. Develop the sense of curiosity, okay? Develop humility, means be polite, and develop humanity, means always see that yes, you are a human being first, and treat others as human being as well. Okay, that is concern for our fellow human beings. I learned these values during my IIT days. I also became a firm believer in rationalism. Rationalism, that is logical thinking. Yes. So when it comes to rationalism, you have to be very much of the opinions which are with the reasons. Okay. So I also became a firm believer in rationalism and equality for all the caste, creeds, races, genders, and religions. I started treating nature as God and humanity as religion. Please, students, underline these words. I started treating nature as God. So, worship the forces of nature. Please take note. Sun, moon, earth, trees, earth, water, fire. These are all the forces of nature. Air, worship as nature God because they give us life. And if you want to follow any religion, then follow the religion of humanity. Yes. I passed from IIT, joined a non-violent social movement for tribals with Sarvodaya, participated in a peaceful satyagraha, went to jail for 10 days, came back to Mumbai, was jobless for a while, worked for rupees 125 per month to supervise workers at the late night shift in a mechanical workshop. See, students, so much struggle, so much pains taken by the writer. Yes, he has taken in his life. So it is said that this is the true journey towards excellence. Changed 13 houses in Mumbai and finally settled on information technology as my career. I spent 32 years in information technology, out of which I was a chief executive officer or MD or the software headed for 23 years for large global multinational software companies with thousands of software professionals worldwide and 6 offices in the US, 3 in Europe, 1 in Japan and 1 in Australia. I had to travel all over the globe around 150 times for business. See, such an enterprising personality. During this period, I had also written 4 books with 500 to 700 pages each on information technology published by Tata McGraw-Hill and then translated into Chinese for global distribution. See the level of achievement. Yes. I learned a lot of things when I was running these large companies. The first was the importance of teamwork. In today's world, nothing is possible without teamwork. You cannot be successful if you are a loner, means all alone, and an egoistic person. Secondly, you need to learn from your front by setting a good example in front of your staff. So students, when the person takes the position as a chairperson in the office, he has to deal with this staff very gently, humbly. Moreover, he himself need to set an example before them. Okay? And if he himself is setting a good example before his staff member, then definitely he will get a good output of their work. Okay. Third, that you need to treat your subordinates as your colleagues, as your friends. In my career, I made few mistakes. Yes, after all, human being. So mistakes are likely to happen. But I learned a lot about motivation, being a good listener, as you all are listening right to me now. Very good, you're listening to me. So being a good listener is a good quality. Target setting and the art of delegation, which form such an important part of today's management. After working for all these software companies for so many years, I wanted to return to my first love, that is to read and write on various subjects concerning human life and existence. Therefore, I gave up two offers of around 3 crore rupees per annum to become a writer. My God, such a big sacrifice. I gave up offer of around 3 crores rupee per annum to become a writer. This is how my second inning, means second journey, second voyage as a writer in Marathi began. After this, I have written about 34 books in Marathi. Most of them have become bestsellers with tens of thousands of copies sold for each. However, it is not the sales or the money that is important to me, as much as the fact that these books have brought about a very good changes in lives of thousands of readers. After reading my autobiography, Musafir, so students, even you can read his autobiography that is named as Musafir, and a book on psychology that is Manat. Hundreds have come out of depression, and more than a dozen have given up thoughts of committing suicide and decided to start all fresh. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity or Big Bang after reading my book on science, that is Kimiyagar. Kimiyagar means Kimya hone means something miracle happening. Okay, so Kimiyagar. So even you can read these books to get motivated. The writer is saying, my book Broad Room on Management has created at least 20 successful entrepreneurs. Then there are hundreds who tell me that they now can understand Economics Times or NDTV Profit after reading my books on economics, Arthat. So it is Arthat. Artha means money. Book based on economic subject. Many have turned to mathematics after reading my book on mathematics, that is Ganiti. The same is true about my books on Indian music. And what is the book based on Indian music? It is Nadaveda. Nadaveda. Okay. English literature, his writing, that is Zapurza. English literature, Zapurza. Painting on canvas. Western films, Limelight, and Western music, Symphony, or books such as Guinness series, or Rakta, or Vitamins, or Anartha. It is this reaction of thousands of readers and the feeling that I am touching the heart of thousands, if not lakhs, of my readers that keeps me going. Why am I telling you my story? When I look back, there are a number of lessons and values that I cherish and keep learning about even today. Some of this are thirst for knowledge, curiosity, humility, humanity, rationality, equality, teamwork, quest for excellence, never say die, thinking big. So students, here we have read out the complete autobiography of the writer and he's voyaging towards excellence. I hope students you all have enjoyed his journey towards success. Yes, and I want you to be very much firm and determined about making your career. You can take Mr. Achyut Godbole as your role model and you can follow his path. Students, please take note, his path was not at all easy. His life was full of struggle and challenges. Being a human being, even he was having some weaknesses. But at the same time, he made his weaknesses his strength. He fought, he battled, he struggled hard to achieve excellence in every field that came his way. He met good people, okay? And he was a man with a strong willpower. So students, something that counts in our life is the strong willpower. On that basis, one man could make his own future as Mr. Achyut Godbole. On this note, I complete today's text. And now the brainstorming activities on your screen. you can just complete these activities, these exercises in your notebook. Okay, of course I am providing you the PDF notes. Don't give up the habit, the practice of writing notes. It will help you in your exams. Okay, so writing practice is always needed. Else in the paper you may know all the answers, but you can't put them on paper, provided if you don't have your writing speed. Okay, so on this note, students, we come to the end of this lesson, and the good news is this is the last lesson of the prose section. Okay, so and now in the next class we'll meet in the poetry section. I will start with the poem. Okay, so have a nice day. I want you to read this lesson one more time, completely, clearly, loudly. Please read this lesson. Very interesting. You will like it. Okay, and then after this we'll move on to the poems. And which is the next poem? Okay, whatever it is 2.5, I think so. So we'll move on to that. Okay, have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Bye.